my name is Sofi. I am from Divine H20 and the founder of Divine Homeless Project.
Yeah, and I'm Burdo. I've been Sofi's friend for pretty much since I came to LA, actually. She was the first friend I had. And here we are today going downtown to do the right thing. Anyone that knows Sofi knows that this is your purpose. She gets 10 times more from what she gives, and that's true with I think that's true with everyone. Everyone, when you give out, you get more, and it makes you feel good. But I think with you, this is your calling. Like this is like if there's anyone that knows her, this is her calling, and it makes her happy to make everybody else happy.
Jesus complex.
Yeah.
What's your reaction to the homeless situation in Los Angeles?
My reaction to the homeless situation in LA is fucked. I just came back from Australia. I literally flew in on Monday, actually. So I've been back for 1 week, and obviously I live here. But I mean, like, it's so weird. We're just almost accustomed to it. We're almost used to it. And you know, there's third world countries and there's first world countries. So I mean, where does America sit? Is it really a third world country where there's that crazy, or is it? You know, there's zero homeless in Australia, zero. And I come here and I think America's the best country on earth. And I'm like, well, we have to prove it, you know?
What's your reaction?
Oh boy, what's my reaction? Okay, so my reaction today, because my reaction varies, you know, every day. I have a different reaction to it. My reaction today is what we're seeing all throughout Los Angeles, from downtown, Hollywood, Venice. You see all these hands getting bigger and bigger. It looks like a scene from a horror movie. You know, it's just not real.
Yeah.
And my thing is like, how is it that not everybody reacting to this? Because it's not okay. This is the most powerful, the richest nation in the world, and it's not okay for us to have this. And I think each and every one of us need to take apart and find a solution before we completely destroy civilization. I mean, look around, every other block,
It sounds extreme to say that, but that's a really good point, because it's like how big does your elbow, how sore does your elbow or something on your body, how bad does it have to hurt before you go to the doctor, right? And right now we need to actually fix this, because it really is getting to the point where it's like we have to do something now. This is America. This is supposed to be a first world country. It's not supposed to be, we're not supposed to see this. This isn't supposed to be.
Yeah. And then another thing I want to say is, I know it really looks like it's this big thing to take on. And I know it gets, people get discouraged. Like, I'm not going to make any difference by just coming here and maybe packaging a meal and giving it to the homeless. But what we have to understand is that little impact that we're making is what's going to shift the paradigm. And it's not so little. Like, people coming in the name of love and service and being able to give food or whatever it is that the homeless needs. I think it makes a difference. It really does make a difference.
As the curator of this event, what motivated you to do this?
Maybe not in real, like, being a homeless, but I know how it feels to be homeless, and I feel like if I'm not going to do something about it, nobody else is going to do anything about it. So that's what motivates me to make a difference.
Well, what you're saying essentially is, listen, anyone knows Sofi knows she's a boss. Like, really, she is a boss. And it takes a boss to be able to put your hand up and say, and speak up. And so that's basically what she's doing. She's speaking up for what's wrong. And you know, there's certain things in life that 100 people walk past, but it takes a real G, a real boss, Sofi Mamo, to say, hang on, this is wrong. I'm gonna do something about it.
Why is it important to capture these moments and share them with the world?
Well, like I said earlier, one, we definitely raise awareness. People need to know that there is an issue and we are all responsible. But also, the little things that we do become, you know, that's what shifts the dynamics, or that's what shifts the paradigm of, you know, the homeless issue. So that's why it's important.
I think it's what makes America great. It's like, you know, people are actually going to do something about this. You know, I mean, I've lived all over the world. I've lived in India, for example, and it's so bad there that if you see homeless, you don't even think about it. You know, but I think it's just part of the. It's actually.
And it's also a different feel, right? Like, you know, I came from one of the poorest country. I'm Ethiopian by birth, and even in Ethiopia, I don't see this. You know, I know when there's famine, you know, there is a situation and you deal with it, but it's not a constant thing. You don't see that. This is not a, you know, an everyday thing.
Yeah. So how do we get involved, Sophie?
So for anyone who wants to get involved, we do this every last Sunday. You can come to A Divine H20 on Sunset, 8539 Sunset Boulevard. And you can also, I guess, check our social media. IG is A Divine H20. Yeah, we'll be here every last Sunday.
It's just one of those things where you think, oh, I should do that, or it's like, oh, maybe you should actually just literally just come down, contact, and get involved. Even if it's not every single month, just doing it one time is better than nothing.
And I'll tell you, it's a lot of fun. It's not just like
everyone's dancing
hardcore
outside.
work. If you don't believe me, look what's going on outside.